Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so that was a nice little outing. Just get a little walk in, walking down the street to Wilshire down there. Just went basically from Wilshire and Western to Wilshire and Normandy. That was really it. Walked around, did my little video where I had an epiphany about this whole case situation and just understood it, man. I'm on the losing stick of this situation 9 out of 10 times. It's just like, there's a lot of lip service, people saying they here for you and stuff like that, but what really they here for themselves. And you just gotta come around and understand that, man. You really do. Like, at some point in time, you just gotta stop playing the fool for people and start taking back your strength and your energy and let them kind of come around when they want to come around. If you're happy to hear from them, great, but if you're trying to take them seriously, do understand that they're not there for that. And that's kind of where I'm at with her. It's like it took a very long time for me to understand that, but I get it now. So it doesn't feel too good, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I got God. Nothing I've dealt with over the last 4 months has felt too good. None of it. Not just in terms of her. I'm talking about everything I've gone through. It's been hard, man. It's been very hard, but it's also been very doable in the sense that I'm still standing, you know what I mean? Still branded. So I was on the train today and some people got on there lighting up cigarettes. It was just another day in LA, man. I'm very thankful, man. That's where my head is going now. You get to a point where you're just thankful that you're alive. You're thankful that God exists, and you're thankful that He's giving you lessons to learn. And, with that faith gives you the strength to do things that maybe you didn't feel you were strong enough to do, and this was one of them. Take back my strength. I've been seeing those red flags for a long time about how I'm not really taken seriously or not really appreciated, or certain stuff I'm lending is good, other stuff she's not really receiving. I've been getting those type of vibes the whole time, but I wasn't trying to see it or hear it. I wasn't strong enough to say, yo, this is not vibing with my spirit. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. And it took all of this to get to that point. I'm like, yeah, that's where we at. It's like, God, no, all that I've been through, man. It just gets to a point where it's like, nah, man, no, I gotta love me enough to know where I deserve to be treated better, and then demand that or get going. And so I think the latter is probably the only way to go. Given the fact that demanding aspect of it is just that's not gonna go. So, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. If people care about you, they come see you, that kind of thing. When you're going through what you're going through, people care about you, they'll call in, that kind of thing. So it's like, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I'm alone. I'm a single man. Been single for a long time, and that's just what it's gonna be right now. And I don't have a problem with that because that's what I'm used to. But as far as me doubling back saying, well, wait, what if, what God, that's the energy now. It's like, okay, I'm with Him. You want to find me, find Him. That's where I'm at with that. That's exactly where I am with that. If you want to find me, find Him. He'll let you know where I'm at. He'll let you know how to find me and what you need to do. Because He certainly let me know what I need to do to keep you in a space that works for me. So that's what I'm telling this person now. You want to find me, find Him. But, it is what it is, man. I just looking forward to the Lord giving me the strength to keep that process going. Since I've gone through so many other manic energies in regards to that lady, manic energies. Sad, happy, up, down, alone the whole time. It's like, man, what is this? What is this? You're in my phone. You're like, you were once in my life in a blue moon, and then you were gone, and I got back in touch with you, but you stayed in my phone. I've seen you like twice. Like, at some point in time, you just gotta understand it ain't there, man. It ain't there. They got a real life going on over there, and you are a very convenient individual in their phone. And that's what I have to tell myself. I wish I could see this video a year ago, and that would have made life so much easier for me. But yeah, man, I'm looking for a little more of a real thing, man. Someone that's actually there, someone that actually wants to be there. Someone that ain't just gonna talk like they care, but actually show it, and I feel it more than once in a while, Just something that I haven't been feeling, man. Something that just ain't there. So it is what it is, man. I'm strong now. I'm stronger. getting stronger by the second. I'm hopeful that my GR kick in soon this week, hopefully, and if that's the case, maybe I can find myself a place that'll take me, you know what I mean, since GR is in fact income. So then once I have that, and I can say, okay, well, I got income, I got SSI on the way, let me just get a place. And then when I get a place, I can figure out what's next, man. I'm so exhausted of my life right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not even about being unhappy. I'm not unhappy. I'm just really tired, you know? Tired of the up and down of everything I've been dealing with. Least of all, not having a place, believe it or not. That's like the least most exhausting part about it. It's everything that comes with not having a place. But being in that hotel has been a warm thing. It's been a warm thing. I've had strong spiritual journeys, you know, circumstances in that situation that have made me feel better. You know, as far as having my dreams there that were kind of anxious, and then seeing how the Lord worked certain things out, and things that were questions are now experiences at this point. Continuing to try to manage my diet, even though I've had my issues with that. I really have had my issues with that. Somebody draws? What the hell? Y'all see that? Yeah, that's kind of uncomfortable. I'm like, why the hell is that there? Huh. But yeah. So you just get to a point where you're like, all right, who's my support system? Well, my family's been there, my sister's been there, my boy T's been there, K's been there. It's like, all right, that's great, man. I've enjoyed getting closer to my sister specifically, you know. Some of my friends, you know, some of them, I'm sure they would have been there if I reached out a little more, but that's how my lifetime has been. It's not like these people dipped out or nothing. I've been gone. You know, it's part of my problem, but, you know, it's just like, what's next, God? You know, I've learned everything I think I can learn on this side of town. I got a nice little system and a routine. Only thing I can't keep is the room. So it's like, once GR comes in, I'm no longer without income. What is it that you want me to do? What is it that you want me to do? Obviously, I want to keep on doing my own little stuff in my Laker videos. Of course, the Lakers play tonight, Orlando. Looking forward to that. But where is this headed in my life? You know, where is it headed? A lot of what I was thinking about was like, all right, well, get closer to Kay when things get straight. But now it's like, she's going to be on her own type of time. Even when I do get my life straight, she's going to be doing what she's doing. So she's not part of the dream like that, apparently. And that's okay. She has her own dreams, her own goals, and I want her to reach them independent of what it is I got going on, etc. So it's like, all right, well, that was a big part of the dream. What's next? Where am I going to find my family? Where am I going to find my wife? You get to a point where you're too old to, and this is going to sound whack, but you're just too old to date women your age if you want to have a family, because girls my age can't have kids like that no more. Barely about to stop not having kids, so they want a man who's a bit more established than me. So it's like, it made sense that I was dating somebody 11 years younger than me who wasn't quite where I wanted to be. But I wasn't dating her at all. In my mind, in my phone. But, you know, it just gets to a point where like, all right, that don't line up like I wanted it to. That's not a real thing. So what is? What is a real thing? No. Just want to pick up the pieces, and I like staying in LA. I don't want to move out of state. Honestly, don't. If anybody wants to know, I have no interest in moving out of state. Not unless I'm forced to. But I'm not forced to. So what is next? I don't know. North Hollywood's been cool, but the weathers are too extreme. The weather's way too extreme on this side of town. That's the only problem. Way too extreme. One day it's breezy, the next day it's hot, the next day it's cold, and the next day it's a heat wave for 4 days. It's like, man, that's a little too extreme for me. Like, do I want to put my foot down and just say, forget it, let's promote everything I'm doing so that I can kind of blow up or whatever? I don't know if I even want fame when I see how famous people act when real things happen. Do I want fame? Not the real fame. Like, some people are famous and there's other people who are extremely successful, and the ones who are extremely successful are quiet during this genocide. Do I want anything to do with where they're getting their money and how they're getting famous? Hell no, I don't. not at all. And I look at it, it's like, damn, they have to be quiet when babies are being killed. who's to say that everything behind them is even real? The numbers are probably fake. And you really consider the liars that are behind a lot of these celebrities by way of what it is that we're seeing suggestively by their silence? It's like their success probably isn't successful. Like, it ain't real. They're probably agreeable people who are there to do certain things specifically to influence us. And by way of the suggestion of success, they're able to be successful. It's the same thing you can see with the rappers. It's like a rapper gonna tell you he's rich as hell, but he ain't really rich as hell. He's actually struggling his ass off, but he's gonna fake it till he make it, and that suggestion of faking it is gonna make you buy into him being rich. He's gonna end up rich because you keep buying his cap about being rich. And all he do all day long, in a lot of cases, is talk about how you don't have the money. And he do, but he don't have it. It's like, that's what the industry is doing on a larger scale. They prop these artists in front of you, put them in certain situations that are going to garner attention, and then you're going to go toward them for that attention. That's a game. That's not real talent in a lot of cases. There's a whole lot of talent in a lot of cases, rather. And when they do have a lot of talent, a lot of times they're not able to display that talent because they got to stay within the parameters of what it is that they've been set up to be. So I see some of my most talented artists still in the machine, not being able to be talented as they would otherwise display their talent, whether they otherwise would. You know, you got a guy that's super talented like Kanye West or Kendrick Lamar, but they want to put him in a box, so they got to step next to all the industry plants and do songs with industry plants and not talk about certain things. You got to hide the message in the music. And it gets to a point where it's like, yo, do I even want success the way the Zionists want me to basically display my talents? No. I want them out the way. Then we can really see who's successful. That's why I wanted everything to be organic here. I didn't want to prop up no numbers. I'm not buying numbers. That's fake. That doesn't tell me how actually good I really am. I mean, everybody's rigging the game, rigging the stock market, rigging the numbers market that does take your money from you because you're going to pay into their success. And not real. That's not real success. It's not a good measuring stick for whether or not they're dope or not. So for me, it's like, do I even want that? No. And when you get really successful, you can't even leave the house without people following you around, and then you get in any type of trouble. Suddenly it's the number one thought. It's like everything's number one topic for what. I don't want that world. I live one time. I don't want that. You see how comfortable I am walking down the street, nobody bothering me? I love that. I literally love that. So what is success if not for the ability to garner organic support and provide substance to people who otherwise are warped into the game of rigged success? Capitalism and the mess that comes with having to have the money. See, since people need to have the money, they're going to rig the game. They ain't going to go without, whether they good at it or not. They're going to make sure that they have it. So it's like, this whole world is that garbage to me, man. This is the year we're in. It's the times we're in. This is trash. There's a whole lot of garbage, and people going with what works. The problem is what works was rigged for it to work, so you're following more trash that wasn't even really so good. That's what's happening right now. Like, some stuff that was there only worked because people were fudging the numbers. But because people mimic success, which is fake success, they're mimicking crap that was attached to fudge numbers. So it's like, yo, that's what I'm looking at. That is exactly what I see in 2023. It's like a war on talent. It's a war on anything good, for that matter. So for me, I'm just like, man, what's next for me? I'm one of the most talented individuals I know, honestly. Not to sound like that, but I am. I really am. But I don't want to have nothing to do, because I'm talented enough. I know this that I'm a creative in the sense that I'm not going to go with everybody else when it comes to this type of thing. I don't want it. I don't want that. So what do? What do? Well, I don't know. I guess I go to God and figure it out. Tell him that I want success in a different way and hope that he changes the world a little bit so I can fit in what it is I'm supposed to be versus what it is that's already out there set up for me to be exploited. I don't want my talent exploited. I don't have any interest in that. I'm a creative, but I'm not a creative for the Zionist baby killers who invest in the deterioration of my people. No, I don't want nothing to do with them at all. And everything that has to do with success, they're nestled right in the thick of, because they know that is what has kept this thing going. So that's why they are there. But the problem is they done got so damn sloppy with how they going about this particular thing that it's probably about to fall apart on them. So hopefully it does. And then talent can start to take over the next several years. That's my prayer. Get them the hell out of there. Expose them for the baby killing bastards they really are. And then real talented people can come back into the fold and start influencing the things around us. Seriously. Because as long as they're in control, this is exactly how it's going to go. Just being 100% honest. And I think we all know that at this point. By way of the silence of the people who are their subjects. You know? So, get them out of there. The game riggers, people want to rig the game against talented people. People want to follow the stuff that works when the stuff that works wasn't really working at all. Get them out of here, man. And then people like myself can start living in the world that we want to live in. It's true. So that's my attitude. Like I said, I'm tired. When I say I'm tired, that's part of it too. People set up what success means for me. That success is not real success. No, indeed. What it actually is a money grab. That's all it is. It's a big old money grab and a bunch of agreeables that money grabbing is the only way to move forward. And honestly, that is manipulatable. That's why we have so many people's images being destroyed. So many different people not being represented in different situations because of that type of nonsense. That's exactly why. Over it entirely. So what does the Lord want me to do? Am I going to get a full life out of this thing, or am I almost out of here? That's all another thing I'll be thinking about. Like, how much longer do I got? I'm already almost 40. Do I get a whole thing out of this? Do I get a whole 80, 90 years out of this? Or am I going to get cut down soon? Because I'm tired either way, to be honest with you. And if I ain't going to have my family, if it ain't going to turn into me having the happiness and the success that I perceive it as, then what am I just going to get old? With nothing? I'm not really interested in that either, to be honest with you. But I believe in God, man, so that's the good thing about it. I ain't sitting up here walking down the street talking about how I want to quit. I'm pretty confident that he's going to turn it into some good stuff, and then we'll get it right from there. That's my attitude. It's like, okay, well, maybe he's about to make it right. Maybe he's going to do some things that solidify my legacy, and I meet the right person and fall in actual love rather than whatever the hell this has been for the last how many years it's been. Where the person actually wants to be in my life now, as opposed to whatever the hell this has been, man. It's been an attack on my spirit and a waste of my time. That's what it really feels like. The devil was using her the whole time, but it's all good, man, because I've grown in the space of that. I've grown, and I know, just like I told her in one of the little messages that I had sent a few days ago, one of the best things I did in this life was overcome everything the devil threw at me to make sure I treated her right. You can take that to the bank too. It's one of the greatest things I did in this life, is make sure that I loved her. KT, I shit you not. It's one of the greatest things I ever did, because there was so much thrown at me, including what she was throwing at me, that kept me in a space where I could have shown my backside and blew up that friendship at any moment. Never did. So that's what I want to say to y'all, man. I'm back at the hotel. I'm gonna go back in there, shower, try to eat some of this food that has not been agreeing with my stomach. I'll probably throw out the potato salad that I've been eating, because it's been so bad for me. Like, this particular batch and the one that came before it has been so bad that I probably shouldn't even finish it. That's how horrible it's been. But dealing with a lot, but dishing out a lot too, trying to be of substance at all times. Of substance, man. Not of fluff. And give me mine, and let me get my success, and let me influence people with garbage, and not really give them anything that's going to help them. Just continue to reinforce the Zionist nonsense that ultimately destroys, it deteriorates, it takes from all of us. That's really what it does. It shoves all of the money into the pockets of those who are aligned with the nonsense. As they're silent during stuff like this, which needs a lot of attention, a whole lot of attention. So I will not apologize for speaking up on what it is that I understand and what it is I believe. And I'm certainly not going to apologize to those who are rigging the game for all of us to strive for fake success and be influenced by people who are going to turn into zombies when the worst mess is happening in this world, man. That's one of the big problems I have right now. It's just seeing how many celebrities are quiet, man. I know celebrities are not the biggest people in the world, but I know they also influence a great deal of the world. So it's not about always how successful you are. It's about how much sway you have. And those who have the most sway are just acting like they're in the twilight zone. And so for me, it's like, I want to wake my friend. That's what I was kind of doing. To be honest with you, if you want to know what I was really doing, that ultimately put me in this position with my friend Kay, I wanted to wake her up to some of her favorite celebrities being quiet while this is happening, and to show her that those that she's paying attention to in the media and some of the people that she's following politically are the very people who are backing this nonsense. And of course, if you're only paying attention to what they're saying or what they're not saying, you're going to be part of the problem. This is what I was trying to wake her up to. Literally it. And if that's going to put me in a position where I learn that all of this that I've been doing has just been more or less a waste of my time in regards to caring for her this much, and I guess it's of God that I stop, or it's of God that I know that. Yeah, that's how I look at it. It's like I'm trying to wake you up. That hurt you, and now I'm clear on what's going on. So it's like the devil gonna use the way the devil wants you. You know, if you're gonna let him use you, you're gonna be used. And I kept telling her that he's using you to hurt me a lot of the time. I'm just done being hurt at this point. So I'll tell y'all the truth, man. I don't lie about nothing. I ain't perfect in this situation. I got selfishness that I got to deal with, entitlement issues I got to deal with, spoiled nature that I've been fighting all my life since my mother passed and all of this. But what it comes down to is one of the best things I did in regards to being successful and overcoming the devil was staying close to that kid right there. And making sure that I overcome all the nonsense so I can be a support in her life. And so that's what it is, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of it not paying off for me, to be honest with you. Not seeing her, not all that good stuff that I like to do with the person I'm with. None of that's happening. And I'm sick of that shit. I'm literally sick of it. I've reached a point where I'm done with that. I don't want to do that anymore. I barely got the energy to even, do anything, and it's like I don't even feel like I can be myself, because if I am, then I'm probably doing something that either hurts her mental, or turns her away, and so that means she's not meant for me, no matter what the hell she says. So that's pretty much what I gotta say. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.